Hello, everybody.
Hi there, everybody. Happy Saturday night, and welcome back to Dustin and Michelle Resell.
Yes, and if you're new with us, we are full-time resellers, and we love to resell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. Feel this perfectly.
Of course.
Yeah. So tonight we have, again, a very special show for you because we're going to talk about something that you can find just about anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Specifically, I hear that echo.
It's okay.
It's okay? Okay, I might have my my computer's on.
That's okay.
Okay. So go ahead, ask me that again. I got sidetracked by my own voice.
Oh my gosh. So yes, we're going to be talking about vintage linens tonight because that is something we can find just about anywhere in thrift stores, estate sales, all of those types of things. So my gosh,
there's so much money to be made in vintage linens, and there's so much to see when you are out there that we're going to give you guys not only a couple of styles to look out for. Thanks, babe. But some names of some brands that you're going to want to keep your eyes peeled for.
For sure. And linens are a very broad spectrum of things here because they're actually considered household fabrics that are used like on a daily basis. And that could be in the bathroom, whether it's like shower curtains, your towels, living room, whether it's like a couch duvet or your curtains. We could go with in the kitchen, tablecloths, napkins.
I know, it's everything. It's so much more than just bedding or napkins.
Right,
it's
bedding.
Everything. So we had a really good time rolling through these comps and these linens. What did we come up with?
Yeah, guys. Well, we're gonna get right to it, but we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and especially Donna. Hey, Donna. How are you?
Hey, Mom. How are you?
Thanks for joining us once again tonight. We so appreciate everything. And for everybody, new faces and veteran faces that have been with us for the entire time, we are so grateful for your support. So and now we'll hop into it because we have a few things that we'd like to show you, like you said. Yeah. There is a lot of money to be made in a lot of different categories. So let's check out, let's just say a vintage linen. Let's just check out the sell-through rate on vintage linen. We'll put those two keywords into eBay. And we'll see that there are 250,000 results. So there's 250,000 people that have vintage linen in their keywords on eBay for sale.
Wow.
So we're going to scroll really quickly, really fast down to the sold items so we can catch a glimpse at the sell-through rate, which is 34,000 have sold in the past 90 days on eBay.
Wow.
So that's about a 1 in maybe say 9 sell-through rate or so. With just those keywords.
Yeah.
So again, that's not the greatest sell-through rate, but this is a very broad spectrum, and you're seeing watches and paintings come up for these two keywords. So not so bad. But we're gonna go into some more specific examples, of course, because we like to do that. So
yes.
All right. So what do you think? What should we look at first here?
Oh well, let's look at Let's look at Rachel. Want to look at Rachel Ashwell?
Rachel Ashwell. Okay, so that is a brand that we came across that is selling for a lot of money here. Now, this seems to be a shabby chic is the style that she has here, right?
Yes, so popular, very French country.
Right. And again, Rachel Ashwell, I've never heard of this name before until we were doing some research here. So we see that, look at these bedspreads, duvets here. They're selling for around $400.
They're ruffly, they're feminine. You know, they really are. The more girly they are, the more they're worth, actually.
I would say, yeah. And even these plain white ones, look at this, $260, $300. They have a little bit of lace on there.
You know what's really funny is Rachel Ashwell and Laura Ashley. I wonder if that was on purpose or if that was just they both happen to sound the same and basically be the same style. Isn't it? Rachel Ashwell, Laura Ashley. It's a tongue twister.
Right? Yeah. But, no, it's very similar, right?
I'm going to look that up. I am.
Who was first, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's look at some, now that we're on to like larger and bigger brand names, let's check out some other brand names. So let's actually look at bed sheets here, because bed sheets are considered a linen, of course, along with bedspreads, blankets, anything in the bedroom.
More on the popular side of what people are looking for when they're shopping on, one of these platforms. Bed sheets.
Yeah, bed sheets. So we're going to see here all of the sold bed sheets that are vintage are pretty much all Ralph Lauren.
And
now,
we were wondering if we were even going to say anything, because it was just, there was not much to talk about other than Ralph Lauren really steals the scene.
When it comes to bed sheets, yes.
Heck
and we thought it'd be a good segue to that. There are just certain brands out there that you got to look for, like
Pendleton,
like Rachel Ashwell, like we just showed you.
Yep, Woolrich.
There's also Woolrich.
Mm-hmm. And a new one that we learned about, Maderia, Maderia.
Right. And you'll see some examples of that more when it comes to like napkins and tablecloths.
Yeah, high end. High end. Yep.
Right. So as we scroll down some more on the bed sheets, you're going to see Ralph Lauren and more Ralph Lauren.
More Ralph Lauren. But may I interject?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I found when I was looking through, flipping these things for a profit is sets. If you find really pretty, feminine, vintage pillowcases and you find a set, oh my gosh, you're golden.
Oh my gosh, right. And like the bags.
Pillowcase stuff.
Yeah, like a bed in a bag type of thing. We'll see those right here, actually. A good example, a Scooby-Doo sort of comforter here. It comes with a bed skirt and decals, a sheet set. So just like you're saying.
Yeah.
Here's one with pop culture, Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah. And so it was really funny because when I was looking at some of the stuff we were going to talk about, one was Scooby-Doo and it was a blanket.
Oh, I know. That sold for some pretty good money. And here is, we don't have an example of that, but we do have this example of another sort of pop culture blanket that went for some serious money. Check this out, guys.
Oh my gosh, shocking.
Wow, here we go. Here's a Bugs Bunny with his girlfriend. I'm not sure the name, but $499, guys.
I can't believe it.
Now it says it's actually like new with tags yet, but even still.
Wow.
My gosh, $500 for one vintage blanket. Now, this was a blanket that somebody who was probably like 30, 40 years old had when they were, 15 or something. So they had to have this again.
Or grandma had it at her house and she saved it because grandmas love to save, stuff too.
That could be the same.
And just tucked it away. Who knows? But whatever it is, it's really stinking cute. And it's $500 sold. So.
Yeah, so keep an eye out for that one, guys. Or anything similar to something like that. And
yeah.
Of course, make sure to do your own research on the things that you're looking up, of course. So we got some more things to show you here, guys, because they're, like, again, this is a very, very broad,
super broad
topic here. One thing, honey, that you had just listed, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Are some napkins. We'll look at some examples of napkins and doilies and things like that. But you just actually listed some, and I think they're really cool. I would like you.
Thank you.
I would like to see them. I would like you to show everybody.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, babe. Yeah, so I ran into a lady who had a bunch. Oh no, this was at the little place we went to the other day, a little thrift shop.
Oh, great.
So I found a set of these really cute napkin vintage doilies. So what makes these so special? It's the color. And the more colorful things are, the more people love them, whether it's baby blankets, whether it's linens, tablecloths, any kind of anything. So I found this cute little set, and it's in great shape. It has a couple little spots. Okay. You know what? I didn't even tell you this. One of the things that I read, and I thought this was a really interesting thing, you guys. This woman was saying that she takes a Tide pen with her when she goes out to the Goodwill, wherever she's going, and she spot tests.
Oh,
some of these.
If some of the stains would come out.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Brilliant idea. And I thought, wow, that's a great idea. And this one does have a couple small little tiny things, which I disclosed, but either way,
yeah,
lace, embroidery, this whole thing. Yes.
Such a cute little set there. A lot of time went into making those, handmade and all that. Of course, look for tags. You know, if you can give any sort of information on a brand or what it's made out of course, throw that on your listing as well. A lot of these are handmade though. They're not going to have tags.
Yeah, true.
But some of these, as you'll see in these next examples here, are brand name. And so make sure to include that in your listing. Now we're going to look at napkins, vintage napkins that will sell. And just like your example here, honey, we got some embroidered napkin sets that are going for some serious money.
Yeah, embroidery or any kind of like lace and embroidery combination is just very popular.
Oh my gosh. Again, if it's pleasing to the eye, it's going to be probably pleasing to somebody else's eye and that collector.
Look at how stinking cute
the
little the pinup girls are those were handmade, I'm sure.
Yeah,
right?
Hand stitched. Oh my gosh.
Adorable.
And, absolutely. And this was made by that brand that we were talking about, Madeira.
Madeira. They have a lot of high-end stuff we noticed with that particular brand.
Right. So if you see that, definitely pick those up. Now here's some embroidered fish cocktail napkins.
Hey, Mom, those are so cool. Aren't they cute? I love those.
And they only cost $325. That's all.
We'll figure out how to make some on our own.
Yeah, right. Again, here are just some plain white ones with some nice lace embroidery, a set of 12.
Got a great bunch of them. They look like they're in pretty good condition. Probably, obviously, not much staining. They wouldn't probably put them up there, but
yeah, for $300 for a nice set. Oh my gosh!
Look at the one with the little piglet. Is it a piglet?
Oh, it's an elephant. Yep.
I'm sorry. I have my contacts. I can't see that far.
Oh, it's okay, honey. It is a pink elephant holding some cocktails and some cocktail napkins. Okay. Again, by the Madeira.
Okay.
Again, here's some more embroidered napkins.
Embroider.
We've got, a set of 12 with fruit on them going for $250. Here's some monogrammed ones.
Gosh.
So that would be really hard to sell, AB monogram. You have to wait for the right buyer, obviously, but still they did and went for $250 for that set. So
wild.
Do not discount those vintage napkins, guys. I'm even really surprised looking at all these,
I know
some of these napkins are going for that much. Here are some with dogs on them. We love
anything with dogs. We love
8 bids on that particular listing for $177. So pretty awesome, guys. Keep an eye out for those vintage napkins. Oh my gosh. So yes,
there are 2 brands that are interesting that you wouldn't necessarily think would be considered the linen section. That's the UGG boots.
Oh, UGG.
Uggs. And I'm just throwing these names out there. I don't even know if I'm just remembering them.
Uggs, they also make good linens, right?
They do, and you would never think that. And the other thing that's really important that we failed to mention with these blankets is wool and silk. Hello, wool and silk. Wool from Ireland.
Cashmere.
Anything with wool and cashmere in it, snatch it up.
No, for sure, especially when it comes to blankets, and especially those brands like Pendleton and Woolrich that have that just really nice quality feel to them.
So does Pottery Barn. That was the final one that I wanted to mention to you guys that probably you're more familiar with. And the thing about the Pottery Barn is that the Pottery Barn is on a lot of wedding
registries.
Yes.
Okay. And
so there are a lot of really great things that you will probably see when you're out garage selling and you're out yard selling. It's a popular brand.
Yeah, and pretty high end as well, pretty expensive.
Yeah.
So there's one more area, guys, that we want to show you because it's something that we actually really like selling ourselves, and that's vintage beach towels.
Oh, yes.
Now, beach towels, towels in general are considered linens. And if you're going to the beach, you want to have a really cool towel, right? Yeah. Now, look at this Hermes. Now, there's another, of course, Hermes. I'm not sorry how you pronounce that.
No, you did such a good job.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, way to go, Dave.
There's 3 of them up here at the top.
He did. He was like, Hermes. One day I was like, I love you. My Midwestern love of my life. It's Hermes.
Hermes.
Hermes. You sound so
awesome.
Ooh, honey.
Yeah. All right. So
So
Hermes,
Hermes is busy.
obviously, is one of the brands to look out for. Anything that they make is going to be big bucks. So keep an eye out for that. Here's a vintage Budweiser towel, though, with some
With the girls.
90s pinup girls beach.
I love it.
On it.
I love it.
Went for around $200. As we scroll down some more, we're seeing a couple of Apple computer towels.
Oh my! You would think that Apple computer towel would go for a lot more than that.
More than $200? Yeah, I would think so. That vintage with the rainbow apple, they don't really make that anymore.
No.
So yeah, $150, $200 for a vintage Apple computer towel. Awesome.
Oh gosh.
Again, then there's the Hermes name bringing some big money.
Yeah.
Lisa Frank. Oh, here's a Lisa Frank vintage beach towel. Well, that's cool right there.
Lisa Frank.
$150 or so.
Wow.
That one went for. MTV, super colorful.
Yeah, again, really colorful. A lot of times with these tags on these towels, they're hidden, but sometimes you will find them like in the blue of the water or whatever. So yeah, and sometimes I'll even tell you the year.
Yeah, and that's great information. You want to throw all of that into your listing to give you a better chance of that buyer finding it. And here's a few more examples of really colorful beach towels.
I love the flower one.
Selling for over $125. Flower Power, Hippie, Brady Bunch.
I don't know if I could actually throw that on the ground and lay on it, though. Like, oh, here I am with my $125 beach towel.
Yeah, right? Are you really going to get that all muddy? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'd probably hang it on my wall.
I know, right? Yeah, it's cool. Here's another Lisa Frank one going for about $125. Another Lisa Frank. So again, guys.
YSL, of course. Yves Saint Laurent. It's another one like Hermes.
Yep. Yeah. And here's another Ralph Lauren. Again, these big high-end names are going to fetch the big bucks as well.
Yeah.
Just, it doesn't really matter which, towel it is. So, oh my gosh, guys, we hope that gave you an idea of not only what linens are,
yes, but
where to find them, how to find them, and which ones to look for.
Yeah, which ones to look for, and what names to kind of keep in the back of your mind. I always like the easy ones, UGG, and then there's the Madeira,
Pendleton, Rachel Ashwell, which is another new one, very high end. Woolrich. Yep. So keep an eye out for those among many others, guys. Yes. Let us know your favorite linens and which ones that brought you the best money over the years in reselling. And we hope to see you.
Yeah. Thank you for spending Saturday night with us. We really appreciate it. We can't wait to see you guys next week. We'll see you on Tuesday and
Thursday
and all that good stuff. Have a wonderful week. And we can't wait. We can't wait to see you soon.
You guys take care. And hats off to you if I was wearing one.